Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is Monday, and I don't want to do anything. We have a super busy week coming up. We will be out of the house first thing in the morning. Ashlyn has a volleyball camp at 8 o'clock every morning, but it's about 30 minutes away, so we're gonna have to leave early. And we'll be gone most of the day because it's gonna be simpler to just kind of stay in town around doing things or at my parents' or just whatever, to be closer to her camp to pick her up. So plus we have a couple other appointments like during her camp, so it's going to be a lot of, if we didn't have appointments, coming home would be easier. We could just go drop her off, come home for a few hours, go back and pick her up. But we actually have appointments in town, so like while she's at volleyball, so it's gonna be easier to just hang out at my parents, go to the appointments, go back to my parents, go back to volleyball, doing all that kind of stuff. So it's just going to be really crazy over the next couple days. Plus on Thursday, I have a planning meeting for our co-op. So my dad is actually, thankfully, my dad is going to be able to pick up Ashlyn because I have a planning meeting. Like, it's before her pickup time, but I know my meeting won't even be over by the time her pickup time is. So he's going to pick her up for me, thankfully. So it's just going to be a really busy week. But the kids are asking if we can go to my parents now and go hang out for a little bit. So we might, but I don't know if I want to do anything or just like enjoy being home for a little bit. But I got all my cleaning done yesterday. I need to switch laundry, but I actually need to fold what's in the dryer before I can switch it. And then I don't really have much to do after that. So we have T-minus 2 weeks from today, we start school. So just trying to live up the last little bit of summer with them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready for school to start and get back into our routine and things like that. I feel like I'm the only one here that thinks that, but you know, I'm ready for it. I say that, but at the same time, I'm very nervous and very excited on working through all 4 kids. Ashlyn has a very full plate. Everly has a very full plate. So just making sure that everyone gets everything that they need is, it'll happen. It's just, I'll be fine once we start, like, get a routine, but like just settling into the routine of how it's going to go. I'm not nervous like for the schooling itself. I'm nervous about the routine and how I'm going to fall back into that routine. That's what gets me, like how I rotate between 4 and keep up with the house and cooking and all of that. And I feel like that every time we start school. And then once we get back into our routine or whatever, like we've always done year-round school, so we've only ever had breaks. And I always felt like that at the end of every break. I'm like, how am I going to do this again? But this has been a big break. This is our first summer break. And so now I'm really extra nervous because it's been an extra long time. And I feel like we've totally fallen out of our routine. But once we get back into the swing of things, it'll be just like everyday normal again. So I'm just nervous for that part. I'm very excited to start our new chapter. We have some really great classes. I think the girls are going to really love them. But I'm nervous about how I'm going to swing all of it at the same time, but it'll come, and I know that, but at the same time, it still makes me a little bit anxious about it, just how it's all going to get done. But as I said, I feel like that every time, and it always gets done. So I don't know why I get like that. But anyway, I'm going to fold these clothes and then switch laundry, and then maybe we will leave and go to my parents for a little bit. So we just got back home, and it is like a little bit after lunch. It's 12:50. So I'm starving. Layla's hungry. We're the only two because Wilder and Ashlyn ate peanut butter and jelly at my parents' house. Everly ate a yogurt. She said she's not quite ready to eat yet, but Layla and I are hungry. So I'm going to make me and her a peanut butter and jelly real quick. She wanted to help put the peanut butter on. Nice job, Layla.
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome, Layla. All right, got the clothes folded that were in here. Now we're starting the second load. Well, this is the one from today. Ashlyn is cleaning out the fridge right now. Like, she's taking things out and wiping it down and everything. Like, she's taking things out and doing it. She's a really good helper. I told the kids they have chores to do, and she's the only one that, like, jumped right into a chore. So, I'm glad. I'm grateful for her. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go get all these clothes put away and give the other kids chores too. So she's got the drawers out, washing them, and I am washing the inside under the drawers. Look at these two. Look at his little arm hanging out. Much cuter than me cleaning the fridge. Now this looks a lot nicer. So tonight for dinner, we're gonna have sloppy joes, and I have these hamburger buns that I have made and froze that are left over. It's actually like 2 different batches. I had a couple from one and more from another, so I don't have to make any rolls tonight, which is so nice, but we're gonna have sloppy joes and fries. It's on the menu for like later in this week. I think maybe Wednesday or something, but we're gonna have them tonight. I just got this out for Layla. They're outside playing. When she comes back in, I want her to work on matching the word to the color so she can just start recognizing. She already knows how to read a bunch of those colors already just from life. I haven't even taught her yet, but I'm realizing she already knows without them being colored. If she sees the word, she can read it. So I want her to work on that with this just to reinforce and give her something to do. So there's also magnetic letters that you can do on here. I thought about giving her this and having her spell her name and mom and dad and things that she knows how to spell. I haven't even opened these, but these are just more colors. I just went through. There was a huge stack of them and she didn't need that many. This is still a lot, but I haven't opened these. I want to see what the words are, but at the same time, I don't want to open everything and have 1,000 pieces everywhere. So we're just gonna work on these for today. So I just got out chicken. Tomorrow we're gonna do chicken fajitas, which also means I need to look for tortillas. And these are, well, no, I guess I was gonna say earlier when I checked they were still frozen. I couldn't even push on them, but I think these can go in the fridge now. This is gonna be for sloppy joes tonight. And I also just pulled out my daily sourdough book. When I was cleaning the fridge, pulled out the sourdough, fed that. I wanna make some sourdough pretzels. I'm not gonna make them today, but maybe, oh my gosh, we're not even gonna be home all week. Dang. I don't know, maybe tomorrow afternoon or something. I don't know, but I want to make some soft sourdough pretzels soon. And then I'm realizing, hey, we'll be gone all week, so I don't know. Might have to hold off till next week, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
This was at HD.
It was at AHD, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
And I had it.
Here, you gotta pick it up. Yep, pick one up. Good job. What color is that?
Blue.
Yeah.
Pink.
Find the one that says pink.
Pinky. I love pink.
See, that's how you spell pink. Pink.
Come
The kids found a bird's nest.
Mom, I want to get it down so I can see it closer.
No, you can't mess with it.
Mommy, I want to see.
I can't even see up there. It's too high for Mom.
Here, Mom, stand up on here.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
How many are in there?
2. And so they found more eggs over here too. So I just got 5 really big potatoes cut. I'm gonna use my fry cutter and cut up some fries and see how many this gives me. It's really hard for me to judge. I don't know why. I can't ever like judge the right amount of potatoes to peel for fries, but maybe one day I'll get there. I think that was plenty. So we're gonna use the Pioneer Woman recipe for sloppy joes. It is so similar to one that I make. I mean, almost exactly, minus the fact that there's tomato paste in mine, I think. So I kind of like this one a little bit better. I mean, I know that I can leave the tomato paste out of mine, but either way, I knew exactly where to find this, and it was just easy to pull out, and it's so similar. They were delicious, and I really like the fact that she said to add red pepper flakes if you want. I actually need to get those out, and I need to get out Worcestershire sauce. I forgot, but I got out everything else, and then I chopped up an onion. So we're gonna have Pioneer Woman Sloppy Joes for dinner. Also, she uses dry mustard in hers. I don't have dry mustard, so I just put regular old mustard in it. That's what I use in mine anyway. We had these last time we had Sloppy Joes, and they were delicious. So we're just gonna use this recipe. And here it is if you want to take a screenshot of it. I'm sure her recipes are all online. The problem I have with the Taste of Home cookbooks is that a lot of them are not online. Like, I cannot just pull up a link. And so sometimes I will forget what cookbook it's in, and then you guys will ask for the recipe, and I have like, how many Taste of Home cookbooks do I have now? And I don't want to like sit there and go through all of them all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. And so sometimes it's just like a lot. And so I do look for links for them a lot. Sometimes they'll have them and sometimes they won't. And her recipe also calls for a green pepper. I would love it in mine. Ashlyn would love it. Nobody else would. So we leave it out. My husband does not like peppers at all. He likes hot, like spicy peppers, but bell peppers he will not eat in anything. So I have the 1 onion. Going in, and 2 pounds of ground beef. So her recipe calls for 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I just do 2. Just if you want like the right measurements and things. So we're just gonna cook this and then drain off the fat before we start on anything else. All right, time to make our Sloppy Joes. Crushed red pepper. I put more on that if it weren't for the kids. Let's see, it says 1 teaspoon of dry mustard. 2 teaspoons of chili powder or more to taste. Doesn't say anything about pepper, but there's some pepper. Salt to taste. Worcestershire to taste. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 5 garlic cloves minced. It actually said half of a large onion. I just used a whole onion. And then 1.5 cups of ketchup. And there we go. All right, dinner tonight. Eat at home dinner 55. Sloppy Joes and fries on homemade buns, which I didn't even have to make today, which was really nice. Dinner was delicious, and it also made for a really easy cleanup because there was only 2 dishes, and that was nice. Gary just brought in all of this. Every single thing. All of, like the entire bowl, everything for today. So here's our bedtime book. Set sail for pancakes. How exciting. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you